Hello and welcome to the official digital reveal of the Azimut Grande Trideck, the new flagship of the Grande collection and the largest yacht ever constructed by the shipyard. My name is Phil Greenberg, user experience specialist for Azimut Yachts. You may recognize me from some of our recent videos. Well, today, I'll be your host. And it's my pleasure to introduce some esteemed guests. Our CEO, Marco Valle, Product Marketing Director, Federico Lantero, and an interview with exterior designer Alberto Mancini. Now, let's take a glimpse at the Trideck. So glad you could make it. It's great to see you. Our CEO, Marco Valle. Welcome.
Welcome everybody. Welcome everybody to be here and for this launch of the new product, the new yacht, the new super yacht actually, Azimut Trideck.
And I think you're the perfect person to answer my first question, which is, would you take us down the path that led Azimut to this momentous occasion, the unveiling of the Trideck?
Innovation. This is the right word. Because Azimut has been always a company that invested into new innovation, new concept, and the design is part of this.
I see that the Trideck follows from a rich tradition. I'm curious, how exactly do we see that tradition manifest in the Trideck? What are some features that you would point to?
It's a super yacht of 38 meters, but just below 300 gross tonnage, and within 300 gross tonnage we have a proper beach club that it's open. It allows us to have a full beam upper deck. On top of this we create a different, actually Alberto created a different kind of level of terrace on the back, and it gave the possibility to increase the social area, and this is the reason why we introduced the concept of the Trideck +1.
Azimut, the yacht design hub.
What a breath of fresh air. You can really see that the yacht was conceived with a more informal client in mind, someone who's willing to live on board more freely. Now, I have another question. Is there anything special about the timing of this release?
It's true what you said, first of all, that at the moment the owner, they like to have something new, something much more, let's say, informal, as you said, but at the same time elegant, and at the same time distinctive. It's a matter of fact that we have been recognized, because it is just a number, that over the last 20 years we delivered the highest number of units worldwide for the segments on the 30-40 meter.
Now, what is the secret, according to you, when it comes to designing a super yacht for long-lasting success, not just making a flashy entrance to the market?
You're right. It's not a question only design that can catch your eye and be recognized. It is also essential, because it's very important also this, because it's the owner has to be proud of his own product. But on top of this, as I said, we invested a lot in research and development. We have a parent company, of course, it's part of the same group, Benetti, and the research and development has been working with Azimut and Benetti, and we exploited this know-how, and at the moment we have a product that in terms of contents is second to none. Actually, if you consider the hull, just to give an example, done by Pierluigi Ausonio, I've been working with them, with this company for a long time, because we launched years ago the 35 meter and the 32 meter. And with this kind of hull and with the D2P system, let's say, allow to reduce dramatically the consumption level. And when we talk about sustainability, we cannot just refer to what will be the future in terms of electric propulsion or hybrid system, because this is part of the actual and future era that we are working on that. But for many years, we have been working to reduce the level of consumption on board. And it's a combination of this hull together with the superstructure that is a full carbon fiber.
Thank you very much for your insightful business perspective. Now let's hear from the artist. We recorded an interview together with Alberto Mancini on board the Trideck just after he saw the finished product for the very first time.
Look at the profile, look at the proportion and the perspective of the yacht. It's amazing. It's something not just sporty, but it's also elegance, and is really the presence. The yacht at sea is something really unique. I'm very proud. When I was coming with a tender on board, I saw the yacht from 25 meters distance, and I say, wow, it's amazing how we design, we use this architecture, which I call it horizontal architecture, to create a flash side glass windows. You see really a mega yacht, and you feel a mega yacht design.
The presence.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Well, when Azimut Benetti asked me to design the Azimut flagship, the Trideck, I started sketching since the early beginning a nice looking yacht, but it was not enough. So I decided, together with my design team, to focus on our energies on the layout. So we designed cascading terraces effect, starting from the sun deck to the sea.
That was quite the act to follow. Now, we have Product Marketing Director Federico Lantero here to help us get a little more specific and keep up the momentum. Now, Federico, Marco Valle mentioned 3 decks plus 1. What does it mean, and how did the feature get its name?
There is a new living area on board the Trideck that has never been seen on a yacht this size, and this is the Sea View Terrace. It's an aft-raised mezzanine deck, which is the latest addition to the traditional triple-decker. So, when facing aft, you perceive cascading terraces from the sun deck to the sea. Basically, there are 4 terraces. The sun deck, which is perfect for secluded sunbathing. Then the upper deck, where we find the main outdoor dining. And next, the new sea view terrace, floating just a few meters above the water. And down below, the full height beach area. And one more benefit of the raised deck is the creation of a private patio at the entrance to the saloon. So we say +1 because the yacht is a trideck, but on the aft, actually, we see 4.
Switching gears, another focus of yours is keeping up with client expectations. Marco Valle mentioned that more and more superyacht owners are willing to live on board less formally. How does the trideck keep up?
Well, this question is a little harder because there are so many details we considered. To name a few prominent ones, I would point out the choice to go without a dedicated dining area on the main deck, in favor of a sprawling, comfortable social islands. So as you can see, the central lounge leaves plenty of space for free movement, port for the crew, and starboard being more natural for owner and guests. And the full height windows this enables are a priceless bonus.
You say that the formal dining is missing from the main deck, but you don't find it on the upper deck either. Instead, there's a comfortable lounge, ideal for watching movies or gathering after dinner as people start to come indoors for the evening. And in general, people prefer to eat outdoors anyways.
Yeah, that's right. So that's why it makes more sense to have multi-purpose areas that can be enjoyed all day long. But when you choose to dine inside, the table can be raised up and extended to sit up to 12 people for dinner in a very less formal but comfortable setting with plenty of space. And by the way, let's remind that the superstructure is full beam, so the area is quite generous in size.
Now let's move to the owner's suite. The room keeps an open concept, even as Salvani defines the various areas with materials, flooring, and design elements, denominating an entryway, usable also as a dressing area, a intimate but private seating area, and a cozy berth. But Federico, what's really new about the space?
Well, the owner's suite is quite avant-garde, and the most novel features is the addition of a wellness area. It's furnished in Cardoso stone, but the fact is that it extends the master suite in terms of amenities and design. So the large central tub is quite particular because it is doubling as a rich design element. Interior designer Achille Salvani really placed the wide sliding door, offering a full height mirror and hidden TV when closed. But when it opens up, you really have the pleasure to be in a beautiful suite in the middle of the bay.
It sounds lovely, and I think that's a perfect note to end on and wrap up the interiors.
Well, actually, Phil, there is one additional plus, and it comes as a surprise. The trideck owners can choose to add a 6th cabin on the upper deck, welcoming even more guests into a VIP with an incredible view out onto the sea. And that is a first for a yacht this size.
Thank you for the surprise, Fede. And now let's talk about the technical specifications, starting with the elephant in the room. How has the design of the trideck taken into account environmental concerns?
Well, we launched our green efficiency program in 2015 to optimize our yachts with the goal of significantly reducing fuel consumption. And we made this commitment specifically focused on the hull, which we knew would give the most substantial, immediate impact. To make even further improvements, we began with a careful analysis of real-world performance, reviewing the numbers and further CFD studies, and of course with a special focus on the shape of the wave piercer.
All right, Federico, I think that our audience has waited long enough. Let's share the numbers.
If we are to compare the new D2P hull with the original, we find that the trideck has the same absolute consumption at all speeds above 19 knots as the 35 Metri, even though it is 3 meters longer, 30 gross tons larger, and 35 displacement tons more. And at a cruising speed of 15 knots, the trideck actually consumes 15% less fuel than her smaller sister. Now, If we were to compare the second generation D2P with a typical hard-shine semi-planing hull, such as our previous Azimut 116, then the numbers are really staggering, because at displacement speeds, the increase in fuel efficiency exceeds 40%.
Are there any other technical choices that we should know about?
Well, of course, she's the newest member of the carbon tech generations. So with the Trideck's considerable size, the use of strong and lightweight carbon fiber laminate to reduce the superstructure weight by 30% has allowed us to expand the volumes without sacrificing her low center of gravity. So in total, we lightened the upper parts of the Trideck by 6 tons.
And what about the handling? I'd imagine all these features contribute to an excellent experience at the helm.
The wave piercer is reducing the pitching, and at the same time the center keg, for example, is adding stability in aft quartering seas especially. And then now with the CMC Argo, we make further gains in root stability by using softwares to integrate the stabilizer fins and rudders together with the autopilot.
There's one more feature that you should know about. Hotel mode allows the yacht to run nearly all main systems at anchor with the generators switched off for up to 4 hours during the day and 8 hours at night. With no noise, vibration, or emissions, the Trideck shines even more brightly. That concludes our main program, so remember to check out A-Live and explore the Trideck for yourself. Thank you for being here with us today, and thank you to our production team. Now, we all know that the Azimut Grande Trideck is not just a Trideck, but a Trideck +1.